welcome to the Krazecast, the podcast run by the fans for the fans that brings close to the action. My name is Roxy, and today I'm joined by my fellow host, Jay.
Hello.
And our podcast editor, Robin.
Hello.
Hello. To keep up with all our content, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at CrazeMag, and YouTube, The Craze. And if you're watching this on YouTube, before we begin, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch our next episode, and hit that bell for notifications for when we upload new videos.
So
yeah.
Isn't it like some of them they orchestrate stuff too? Like
there's been allegations that because Dispatch does that thing at the end of the year where they release a couple, right? So people have said sometimes it's orchestrated. Like I heard that Kai and Jenny being together was fake.
It seemed like it, because it's just like
it was like a month long. They were like, yeah, and then we broke up. Like that's why it feels fake, but who the fuck knows?
Dude, I
don't care. So
I don't care.
I did like the IU and Lee Jong-suk though, just because that's so cute. Like we love it when people are happy. But dude,
when they dropped JB and his girlfriend, I was like, damn, she fucking fine as fuck, dude.
Right, and she's a content creator.
I was like, damn, good job, JB.
You know what? We're in that realm. We're like, you know what? Good for you, as you should. Damn, hold on, wait. I don't know who's luckier, him or her.
I know. And it's like JB's younger than me, so I'm like, way to go, dude. It is time. It is your time.
Exactly. You should be happy.
Yeah, exactly.
So EXO is a good memorable one.
Yeah, that one was so dramatic.
Because it was like the first of its kind, really, if you think about it.
Kind of, sort of.
Like the way that SM handled it, first of its kind.
Yeah, because they didn't handle how Hanggang left Super Junior. They didn't handle that well either, because that was the next one to follow after TVXQ. And so
basically SM is bad at handling when people leave groups.
Yeah, but like why are they still so big if they are so if they mistreat people so bad? That's my question.
I don't know.
Money.
I guess for me, the one that another one for me was Jessica leaving. I mean, that hurt because I love Jessica.
I'm gonna cry right here, right now.
I love Jessica in Girls' Generation.
She was my bias, dude. That's the only reason why I paid attention.
Her and Tiffany were like my favorite too.
I think that all of us have been personally victimized by an SM lawsuit. Like I think everyone collectively.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah. I can't think of the other ones that are big enough to like have made like what?
I mean, there's two that come to mind in my realm. GOT7.
Well, yeah.
Did they actually have a lawsuit, or are you talking about when they got their rights?
Huh?
Because like they didn't actually file a lawsuit. Did they file a lawsuit against JYP? Or was JB like, I'm just gonna go in here and get my shit?
It was kind of both a little bit.
Because like we all knew they weren't gonna re-sign with JYP. Like it was very obvious.
We saw that coming. Yeah.
Right. But I just didn't know if there was like an actual lawsuit for their contracts before they went away.
No, it like not like lawsuit for contracts. It's more of a lawsuit of like getting their rights.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So like, because like no one's really done that before, so it's like, oh shit, okay, cool. And then the second one for me is when Elja left Teen Top.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh my god,
that was great. So for those of you who don't know, before I was a GOT7, like GOT7 being my old, Teen Top was my old group, and in 2016, Eljo had filed a lawsuit against Top Media because Top Media is not the best company. And don't get me wrong, I love Andy from Shinhwa. I do. His company's kind of trash. Okay, so he had filed a lawsuit against Top Media in order to leave the company because they gave them false hope of like being able to be in a drama, and like a big drama at the time too. I can't remember which one it was, but like a big drama. And that he would have a solo album because he was producing a lot of songs at that time. And they were like, oh yeah, you'll get it. 3 years later, never gets it. And so he was like, I'm out, deuces. And so he's filed a lawsuit against Teen Top, or not Teen Top, against the Top Media. And he was deuces, dude. And I just saw him yesterday on my Twitter and I was like, how you been?
Yeah, what is he doing?
Nothing.
Which is sad because Eljo was my favorite from Team Top. He was my bias. I remember when Robin came to me and she's like, Jay, Eljo's doing this. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, like I had a moment where I was like crying, but it was also the time that was the moment where I realized I became a mature K-pop fan because I was like, okay, cool, do whatever. Like, yeah, I'm sad that you're leaving, but like, okay.
It's,
Like-
the one thing I always wonder about these lawsuits, because like 90% of the time you don't hear the outcome of them.
No.
And I wonder, is that because 90% of the time they just settle out of court? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of these actually go to litigation.
I know with Eljo's they settled out of court.
Yeah. I don't remember what the EXO members did.
Well,
I think Chris went and lost.
I think Chris lost, but like because I think because of Chris was the first one to do it, Luhan and Tao following after him, I think it set up, okay, this possibly might happen where they might leave. So I think they already had certain things
In place,
already set in place afterward so that they can be like, okay, if you do want to go, how do we navigate that? We know how to navigate this better. So it doesn't end up being such a, like, it's still a big thing, but not as big of an impact.
My brain is thinking like in court, Chris versus SM Entertainment. I don't want anybody to win that. I want them both to lose. So I'm like, I'm glad Chris lost, but at what cost? Because SM won that. Do you know what I mean?
Right. And I think like, even though Chris, I could be wrong, but I'm trying to remember. I think when Chris left, technically, yes, he left, but he still was contracted under SM. He still had to do, like, he still had to have his name attached to it somehow, I think. I don't remember. So it's like he wasn't fully out of it until his contract really was like, yeah, you can leave, but, your name, your rights are still technically us.
Mm-hmm.
I guess SM's happy that whatever fucking happened and caused him to go to jail didn't happen while he was still in SM.
Yeah, true. True.
Ain't wrong there.
I don't know, man. You could sometimes see his bad attitude in shows. Maybe not if you didn't have like a prior knowledge, but I would go back and watch EXO Showtime and I'm like, damn, he's kind of a bastard. Like he's not acting right.
Dude, Chris was always my last thought next. Sorry to say, but like I didn't care for Chris, and so finding all this stuff about him, like loser.
Yeah, I had the pink goggles view on me, so I didn't pick up on that until like after he left. We're like,
yeah, I heard some rumors about shit after he left. I was like, ooh, that's not good. Like he's fucking around, not doing good shit. I mean, but that just proves that like they put up a front and you have no idea. Right? Like nobody knew the extent of like how foul Chris was as a human when he was in SM.
Yeah.
And part of that is the idol image. When they're like, I want to be an idol, they make sure that they don't appear awful.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's not anybody's fault if they don't see it. You know what I mean?
Right. I think just bringing it back, just like the illusion of it, like try not to get so immersed into the illusion of it, because like, again, I think we've always said it on this podcast, you really don't know who these people are.
Mm-hmm.
They sell you the persona, they sell you the image,
and it's like, if you ever do meet them, or like you have people that meet them, or people in the industry, you will hear a lot of shit about people.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah. And you can't say anything about anything.
Nope.
Yep, because it's either the company's coming after you or the fans, which is the worst. Which is the worst option.
I guess the other most recent thing that's happening that I can think of right now is Luna, because some of the girls lost their lawsuit.
You know what was interesting about that? Because like it was announced that all but one member, I think, filed a lawsuit after they kicked you out. And then immediately after, BlackBerry's like, Luna's having a comeback. And everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And this is the only time I've ever seen this happen. Nobody pre-ordered anything. Like their sales were down 98% or something like that from pre-orders, so they canceled the comeback.
Holy shit.
I also remember seeing tweets of people, you know, like fans going around like, hey, can you contact these vendors, like these people who are selling albums, tell them not to stock them, don't support it.
I've like never seen something of that scale work, because, you know, people just assume, I just assume that people are still gonna buy shit. You know what I mean?
I think it's because of the new generation now. Because like, you know, in our older generation, something like that happens and people are still going to support, you know, but like with the like newer generation K-pop and Gen Z being like joining in K-pop and everything there. I'm a zillennial. Like I'm right in the middle of being Gen Z and millennial, because like I grew up as a millennial, but I still have like some of the features of a Gen Z, so I'm like a zillennial. I know Gen Z don't put up with shit, and I commend it. I commend it.
I don't think BlackBerry was prepared for that.
No.
You know, which is also, I love watching chaos ensue. So I was delighted to see this happen. I was like, I want to see more chaos in this world. I think sometimes we need to break the status quo. So it was lovely to see that. We put that in the content sheet. I was like, I really hope nobody signs up for this. I don't want anybody to cover this.
Like, and it's just, I feel for those girls, because like, again, like the allegations of like they only had like 20-minute breaks throughout, or one 20-minute break the whole day to do whatever they want, if that is true. And I'm like, these girls, oh my God.
I can't get over their tour. They were falling by the dozen, dude. Literally.
Yeah, true. Because they were getting COVID and getting sick.
I've heard that was a thing too. That's like a big scandal now, is that they started lying about who was testing positive for COVID.
Right.
So that they could, that happened to Omega X, right? They still had to perform when they were sick. And like, maybe some people don't get deathly ill, but that's still like really terrible.
It still takes a toll on your body.
Right.
Dude,
says COVID the person who has gotten it twice.
Yeah, COVID sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Absolutely. Like, please, like, I think we've always said it, especially last year, it's just like, please be safe. You know, take care of yourselves. You know, we can't force anybody to wear a mask or anything, but just be mindful of your surroundings. And if you're sick, stay home. Stay home, please. Just stay home. Don't get other people sick. But anyways, it's just the way how some of these tours, like, you can even tell sometimes too, it's just like there's something off.
Yeah.
They clearly, like, there's a vibe off, especially when they come on these tours. It's like,
I saw 17 when they came, and for their Houston stop, Mingyu and Dino were sick with COVID. Yeah. And so it was like I will always say that 17 is one of the best groups to see perform live, because I didn't even realize that Mingyu and Dino weren't there until they started doing their introductions, like, oh hi, I'm Dokyum and stuff. Like I didn't realize until then. I was like, oh shit, where's Mingyu and Dino? Like 17 are great performers, but like you could kind of tell, like it was like, oh, okay, like you knew. I'm jealous of Dallas though. They got a full concert with all 13. I'm jealous, but like yeah, like I think I honestly, like, I did go to BTS in 2021. Jay knows because we went together. But like I still think that we kind of like push for concerts way too soon.
Yeah.
Especially with how America is treating COVID. So
yeah. Though I do appreciate a lot of during the BTS concert, a lot of people were like, hey, wear a mask, you know.
You kind of had to.
You had to, but also it's just like, I felt like there was a general consensus, like, yeah, like, of course, understand, because we don't want to get anybody sick. But there was still people who did.
Yeah. But like I remember going from BTS in November of 2021 to going to Twice in Dallas 2022. And like the where was it? It was somewhere in Fort Worth. Their stadium had a mask mandate because which is funny to me because Texas was the first state where they're like, okay, yeah, you don't need to wear a mask. So like to have a mask mandate, was I surprised that people weren't wearing their masks? No. But like it was such a like a day and night kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, ugh, I don't like this. I have another question. Now this is a doozy. Get ready. So do you guys think that the idols who have been wrongfully removed from a group because of rumors should be able to make a lawsuit against their company, their former company?
Ooh.
So I think it depends on if they chose to leave because of the rumors or if
The company removed them.
forced it.
So like obviously it'd be if the company removed them.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I think that's a breach of contract or like an oversight. It's like an overstepping of boundaries on the company front. Because I still think these companies don't handle these things very well. Just because I think they jump the gun so fast, or even the idols themselves jump the gun so fast. Like it doesn't even matter if those rumors are true or not, because everybody just takes it as they are and then they're gone.
Yeah. Like
Which
There
I
is
think is
no-
insane.
obviously
there
the
is
big
no-
one was Wonho. The
Yeah,
big one.
I
Yeah,
was
that
gonna
one
bring
made
that
me
up.
really mad. Was
That
that
was-
bitch that did that?
Did
That
it and
little
try to
cunt.
get another like boy group member to leave? It wasn't Monster X, but it was another boy group. She tried to get them to be removed too.
Wasn't there something going on about Shonu?
Yes,
Oh,
at
I
the
think
same
it was
time.
Shonu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
she was trying to
around
do
the
both of them.
around the same time. Like I think Wano's happened first, and then they jumped onto Shonu.
To Shonu, yeah.
And it was her. She did that too, right? She's the one
Yeah.
So it's just like,
why is she allowed to have a voice?
Well, Wonho filed a lawsuit against her for defamation.
Did he win?
I don't know. I think it's still ongoing.
defamation cases are hard.
I know they are. But if
Very
anybody deserves to be guilty of defamation, it's that. God, she makes me so. I would fight her on sight if I ever saw her in
I think a
person.
lot of fans
I would run up and punch her in the mouth. Like I wouldn't even hesitate. She's the
Yeah.
worst person in the entire world. Maybe not the entire. Okay, she's like the worst. I have so many feelings. I got so mad. Everything that she did in 2019 made me want to.
Yo, that like when that happened, like I kid you not, that happened 3 months after I saw them live. I was like, thank God I went and saw Monster X when I did. Shit.
I know. I saw him in 2018. I was like, thank Jesus I made that choice.
I've never seen them live in their own solo concert, but I have had the chance to see them at KCON, which was, and I got to be like face to face to them at one point. So I was just like, okay.
You know, that whole thing soured me to the group, I think.
I think that whole year was just horrible because there were
hard.
rumors going left and right about everyone. Like the next one I immediately think of is Sujin from G Idol, because she had rumors against her and she got removed.
Wasn't that in 2021? That was the bullying scandal.
It was
shit.
like 2019 to 2021. Like rumors were going around so often.